Oh,
Pa!
Dewa, Dewa,
Dewa!
Dewa. Okay, we're gonna talk about Dewa. Wait.
I love Dewa.
Okay, Jacob. As we know that you are an America, but you love Dewa. Tell me why you love Dewa.
They do great music, like the music that they make is, it almost touches all different genres, all different styles, and it's changed so much over time, and I respect when an artist evolves, but still keeps the music at a high level, and even with changing band members and changing everything, I really appreciate the sounds that they put together. Yeah, I mean, it's to me, it's just a great band. Even if I don't understand everything they say, the music is outstanding, outstanding. I get it, top notch.
Yes, because it's very rare that foreign people, especially from America, love Dewa.
Ah,
Maybe
it's
yes,
yeah, they should. If you respect, quality music, there's no way to listen to the band Dewa and say that it's not good quality music. The quality of the music is the writing, the orchestration, the composition, the production. It's all very good.
okay. What is your first Dewa song that you're listening?
The first Dewa song I ever heard was Chintakam Bawamu.
Uh, you listening?
My it was so my She's not my wife, but back then she was an exchange student, and she brought a cassette, and it was like a mixtape,
Yes.
and it was like the first song on there, and I put it as she's like, listen to this, it's Indonesian music, and I put it in, and I hit play, and it dun dun
Uh,
dun dun, and I was like, what? And then da 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 da, and it was like, whoa, like this is good. I didn't really care so much at the time, but that song was like, it's a the production and the sound and the keys and the way that Ari Lasso sang it, it 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 stuck with me. So over time, I would hear a little bit more from her. I would hear a little bit more, and then eventually, I just was like, well, I should give this band a chance. But that one song was like a beautiful gateway because you hear it and it's so simple, but it's so beautiful, and it shows that they can create anything.
so that the first Dewa song that you ever heard is Akan Membawamu, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
from 90s. And
yeah.
what is the Dewa song from the Once era that you like?
From the Oncha era,
Yes.
I like. I mean, there's a lot of really good songs from that era, but I like Separu Nafas. I think Separu Nafas is a really really good song. Um, I mean, Arjuna is an amazing song. The whole musicality of it is really really great. I mean, there's just a lot of great songs from that time. I mean, everybody loves like Risala Hati, and Pupus and stuff like that. Uh, I like Dua Sajoli is a great song. Like there's a lot of great songs, but Separo Nafas might be my favorite of that era.
Okay, Jacob. Uh, have you ever think that if they were sing the song in English and they go international, uh, did you think that many of the America will like the music?
I think
It,
I think it's tough because again it's it'd be a different competition, and depends on who's writing the music, because they did a couple songs early on, I think, in English, and the writing was not as poetic as it is in Indonesian. Like in Indonesian, their music is poetic. It's like poetry on as words. I think that the band Dewa definitely has the quality that they could make it, internationally, like in America. The quality of the band, I just don't know who would write the music because writing in English is completely different than writing in Bahasa Indonesia.
but as sorry, but the quality is really great, right?
Oh
They
yeah, I mean the quality and the sound and the style.
technical.
is just as good as what I've heard from American bands. Like they are really stars. I mean, rock stars. Like if anybody says they're not, they're crazy because Dewa is amazing, amazing musically.
Yes, one of the greatest band in the modern Indonesian history. In the
Yeah, I
modern,
mean, so you wonder if Indonesia could make it international. Yeah, the song Cemburu.
mm,
It sounds, like the style is definitely influenced by like Queen. Yeah, so everybody here loves Queen. If people hear that song, they're gonna be like, "That's really good. That's really good," because the
the
sound is
and the guitar, right? It looks like
yeah, yeah, he changes the guitar like 4 times in that song. Aku cemburu, it's a great song, great song.
yeah. Danny is very inspired by Queen. One of the his
Yeah.
inspiration, right?
Well, like to me, Donnie is
Genius.
a musical genius.
Yes.
A musical genius. Love the guy or hate the guy. I know that he's somewhat controversial sometimes. I don't know. I don't follow that. But musically, the guy is an absolute genius. His compositions, the way that he writes songs, the you know, I would love to sit there and pick his mind about how he creates a song, because the way he runs the keyboard through and basically is kind of like the backbone of like the composition. It's musically genius. Like it's musically genius. I'm really really impressed by the guy's talent. And if that guy was born in America, if he was born in Europe, if he was born anywhere, I'm sure that he would have been a famous musician in any country, because his talent is amazing.
Yes. Maybe he was born for the music, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, his style and the things that he creates and the way he can change his creations, he would find success wherever he goes. 100%.
Okay. Do you own all the Dewa albums or just
I,
listening from the internet?
so I have the best of Dewa 19, the old one, the Ari Lasso era,
Yes.
that's signed or whatever. This is what they tell me. But back in the day, I got rid of all the CDs. I had a few of them, but then all my CDs except for this one are gone. I don't have any music CDs left. I wish I did, but now I just use YouTube or whatever I can find, because who has CDs anymore. I wish I did, but no,
Because, in Jakarta, many music store is closed to in
yeah,
the cities, right? It's not
yeah. I
like
mean, here there's no. I don't think there's any really left here. I can't imagine. Maybe there's used music store somewhere, but record store. But I haven't seen one in years.
in DC is also closed. Many music.
Yeah, I haven't. I like all the Tower Records in California, the famous round building. All that stuff is gone. It's all gone.
Too bad, right?
Digital killed all of it.
I think it's very too bad because it's different when you are listening music in digital and
Yeah,
when you like you you touch the album, right? Like touch the album.
yeah.
It's a
Like
different
when you
thing.
feel it.
That's
Yeah, well, it was so exciting to go back, like back in the 25 years ago, to
yes,
go to the store and buy the album, like you line up, you get it, you get it home, it's exciting. Now it's just click. It's not the same.
yes. It's a different era. it's
Hmm.
bring back. It's bring back me for beautiful moments few years ago.
Yeah. Like music used to be like culture, like you would go to the store and there was other people there, and you had to like look through and try to find the CD that you wanted, or the cassette or whatever it was back in the day. And it was a lot more cultural, and I don't know, like with Dewa, they were selling, almost 1 million records, or 1.7 million for like Bintang Lima and stuff like that. I don't think, like, the record store must have just been filled with albums, of theirs, like that's a lot of music.
Uh, in Years ago, I also worked in the one of the recording label in
Yeah.
Indonesia. Uh, it was the moment when the digital music is growing up at the time.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
it was the like 2007 until 2010. It's very
Okay.
the digital music is very good. That at that
Yeah.
time, many famous musicians who under the my office label, it's
Yeah.
they only release a single, not a album, not the physical
Oh, not
album.
the full album anymore.
Yes, the reason, the label reason is that if you release a single and then it's success in the market, then
Yeah.
we 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 consider to release a physical album or not. That's the
Okay. I mean, it's smart from a business standpoint.
yeah, from
You
the
know, like you have to
from
test the water.
many of the music fans is love to have a physical album rather than
Yeah.
single or they just one CD. There's only one songs. I think I,
Yeah.
for me it's different. It's like
Yeah. I
you
mean, it's
lose
very different.
the the value of the music. I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like when you used to put in like a cassette tape, yeah, and you would just listen to the whole album, and
Mm,
it almost told a story. You
yes.
know, like you heard the artist from the
Of
beginning to the end of the album all the way through, and it was beautiful. You know, it was beautiful. You know,
and
that's what music was supposed to be like. It's not just one song, but
yes.
the whole story of that time of their life.
And right now, today's in Indonesia, many music album is sold in one of the uh, restaurant, fast food restaurant,
Oh, yeah,
uh,
we don't do that here usually.
but
I don't think I've ever seen that here.
in Indonesia, many of the famous musicians agree to sell their album in the fast food restaurant. So if we
So
buy
you go to McDonald's and you buy a CD?
uh, the clue is Colonel Sanders. The clue is Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
You know, right? Colonel Sanders.
That's cool. I mean, I'm using Kentucky Fried Chicken. Go for it, buddy.
Yes. Yeah,
So I have to ask you, what is your favorite Dewa song for you
there was some. I
of
think
all time?
all the time. My favorite all time there were songs. Yes, maybe kamulah satu-satunya. That's
It's a
my
beautiful
favorite.
song. It's like Kamulat Satu-Satunya is an amazing like pop rock song. You know, it's so catchy. It's a great song.
First, the song is very easy listening for me.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I like the Dewa formation at the time. I think
Yeah.
the best formation of Dewa when there's
Yeah.
Ahmad Dhani, Anda, Ari Lasso, and then Erwin, and then
Yeah.
Waksan.
Yeah.
I think all the Dewa members, I think, is a best musician in Indonesia. But for me, the best formation is Pandawa Lima formation. For me,
Yeah. Yeah.
every
It's that rhythm is just so catchy too. Da 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 da. You know, kamulah satu-satunya. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's so catchy. It's so catchy. It's a great song.
yes,
Great song.
yes, maybe last year, Ahmad Dhani making a virtual concert about the Pandawa Lima.
Oh yeah.
Yes, uh,
Wow.
you can see from the YouTube too, Ahmad Dhani YouTube.
Yeah.
Uh, he he bring back the old members of the Dewa at the time, like
Yeah.
Nixon and Aileso, but minus the Ewin who passed away, right?
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
2000.
he had some stomach thing, yeah?
Yes.
That's no good. That's no good. But so Kamula Satu-satunya is from the same album, I think, as my favorite song.
Yes.
Uh Kirana.
Oh, Kiana. Yes.
Yeah, like that's from the same album, yeah?
I
Yeah.
remember that it was the first single from the Pandawalima, right? First single.
Yeah, Pendewa Lima. Like for me, like that song is different than anything like I've ever heard, like musically, because the bass leads the drum, yeah. So it's like do da, but the bass is going do ahead of it every time, and it's incredible. It's incredible, you know.
Yeah.
Like to me, that
One thing
music
I like
is
from the Kiana is the Danny vocals as a
yeah,
it's very
yeah.
good. It's very good.
But for me, like the way it's composed, and I'm assuming it was Donnie that composed it. You know, it's when I heard it the first time, it sounds like the drum is late, but it's not. It's that the drum is coming behind. You know, where the drum is going da da doom da do da da do da do da da, and that last da is almost where it's starting again, and it's like it's late, but it's not, and it's perfect. It's perfect the way that they did that. You know, doom da doom, and the bass is I love that song. I love that song. You know,
Nice. It's
I love it. You know, and then Lasso's voice on top of it. He's just going for it. You know, it's a great song.
I think Kiana is one of the best eyelashes songs, right? Before
I
he
mean I think so. I think so.
before he left the band, right?
Yeah. I mean it's Ari Lasso, to me, his voice is very like Oncha's voice, I think is maybe more unique.
Yeah.
You know, the way that he can make the sounds and almost like the screaming and the deeper voice or whatever. But Ari Lasso's voice is very soothing. You know, it's very over the top. When you listen to stuff like Satu Hati and some of the slower stuff, his voice is just really nice. Melati, da, 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 da. It's a very soulful voice, yeah.
Okay, Jacob. We know that your wife is also love Dewa, right?
Ah, she's. I mean, she grew up with it. She loves it.
Okay. What is your wife favorite songs of Dewa?
So my wife's favorite song from Dewa. I mean, she's Oncha. She loves Oncha and the stuff that Oncha did. She loves Oncha. She thinks he's the prettiest guy in the world. She's all about Oncha. She likes Ari Lasso's music, you know, but she loves Oncha, and I think her favorite song might be Pupus.
Oh, because
Yeah.
it's very heartbreaking song.
Oh yeah, she loves, but like I said, she loves Oncho. If it's Do as a Jolie, you know, any of it, she's just man, money, yeah, she's all about it, you know, she loves it.
Okay, and are you usually sing karaoke?
No, never,
Never,
never.
because many Indonesian sings Dewa songs while they are in karaoke.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's when I sing, it's like a dog that's been wounded, you know, like like a. So I try not to sing too much in public, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. I you know, it's not karaoke here is not so popular. We don't have like many of the karaoke rooms. That's mostly like the Korean community has stuff like that. So here karaoke is like you're at the restaurant bar type thing, and someone's like, "Here's the microphone," and you're like, "Ah!" in front of the whole room. It's very embarrassing.
Do you have a collection of Dewa photography photo?
I don't. So that's the one thing is like because most of the press photography and the hard prints ended in 1998 or so when everything went digital for the media, and there's not much Dewa over here, and so like the Associated Press or UPI, I don't think they were ever really reporting on Dewa 19, you know, before 1998. So I'm looking everywhere. I just can't find it. You know,
Maybe
It's
if you uh, talk to the musical photographer in Indonesia, they have many collection, right? For the
yeah. I need to bother them when I'm there. So give me all your Dewa.
oh, I also remember that few hours ago, I am listening in the television. I don't know
Yeah.
it's true or not because I'm just listening faster that they said that in April every person who come to Indonesia doesn't need quarantine. I don't know it's true or not, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
changed so much. It's just it keeps changing. It's.
Yes.
I hope so. I really hope so. But I think it's hard because uh, there's still no visa on arrival either. So the visa on arrival is what made it very easy to show up as an American and get the visa. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. I don't know. Maybe hopefully late this year, early next year, I'll get the chance to go because you also have to book the ticket ahead, and all the flights are all crazy because nobody knows when they're going. So
Because but the situation is still like a great situation, right? Sometimes
yeah,
it's always change
yeah.
depending
So
on the
it's right
situation.
now for me. It's just like wait and watch. Yeah, it makes me sad. I wish the world was normal, but what can I do, right?
Yes. Okay. And then okay, I want to show you the picture. I have a
Yeah,
picture with have you recognize this? This is with Danny.
you have a picture with Danny.
I say
Oh wow,
maybe it's I don't know. It's 2012 or 2013.
that's really cool. That's really cool.
Wait, wait. I see.
Danny still had hair because now he's just bald. Yeah, shaves it all.
Yes, and
Wow.
I just only have one picture with him, and then
Where was that at?
it was in the one of the TV station.
Okay,
So there's
that's
a
awesome.
talk show, and he was the one of the guests.
Yeah.
So when I know it was the live talk show, so when I know that the guest is Danny, I go to the studio to
Yeah,
picture with him. But
that's really
uh,
cool.
yesterday we
That's
talked about the Pondok Indah Mall, right? Yes.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
uh, Danny is a few years ago is always seen in the Pondok Indah Mall almost every night. Really?
What's he doing there?
Because
Like,
because his house is very near, just 5 minutes from the Pondok Indah.
oh,
And
and
then,
you mentioned one time that his house is a restaurant now. Yeah.
yes, his house is become restaurant now. And then you know this? Uh,
Yeah. Well, that's Arilaso. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
2000, I don't know, 12 or 13.
Wow. Yeah, you run into everybody, man. You know everybody.
No, no, not really. Not really. And this is not Ahmad Dhani. You think this is Ahmad Dhani? It's not Ahmad Dhani. You think it's Ahmad Dhani? It's not Ahmad Dhani.
Who is that?
This is the one of the people who run for the uh, you know Congress. Congress.
Really?
Yes, it's right.
It looks like Ahmed Dani running for Congress. It looks just like him.
You can see that. Sorry, his name is Fahmi. Sorry, Fahmi
Yeah.
Fahmi Aulia Rahman. His face
He
is
looks he looks like Danny. I
yes,
mean, it's amazing. Like
that's right.
oh, that's really good.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes. Oh yeah. Maybe this one of this. This is the eyelash sign. If you want to see photograph,
Oh wow,
is
that's really cool.
this magazine is from the 2003. So it's
Okay, wow. So that was when he was first out of Dewa, yeah, trying to go single.
yes,
That's really cool.
when he first released a single.
Wow. Yeah, you got
But
everything. You got
we,
everything.
we preserve the history for people know about the history, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's really cool, especially because it's on the magazine with the date. So it's it's
Yeah.
solidified.
Some, but it's very hard to find a good magazine, good old magazine, because many in Indonesia, if you have a magazine, old magazine, you will be dumped to the,
Yeah, just
trash.
throw it out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very,
That's
very hard to
oh,
find the good old magazine.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's does the magazine in Indonesia, does the humidity and stuff mess it up over time?
Sorry.
Because Indonesia is very humid. The lembab. If
Oh
you have
yeah.
a magazine from 50, 60 years ago,
Yes.
yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
Yes. It's like the you say what humanity you
Yeah, the humidity, the lembab in the air. Yeah.
yes. That's what's happened to one of my book. I have a book
Yeah.
that's signed by former Vice President Yusuf Kala. It
Okay.
it's from the 2014, so it's
Okay.
only from it just 8 years ago, right? But
Yeah.
you can see that the paper is now is yellowing. If you see,
Yeah.
I see this. Sorry, see, so like this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's already changing a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's new. It's from the
Yeah.
2014. You can see
Yeah.
there's
I mean, it's good looking.
the you can sorry,
Yeah.
uh, it's signed
2020. Yeah. Or no, 2011. 16.
2016, right?
Yeah. 2016. Yeah.
The the weather of the Indonesia tropical.
Yeah.
That's why the many of the collection is have to be packing by plastic, right?
Yeah.
So
That's good. Smart. You know. That's why you are the great preserver.
not really,
Yeah.
not really, because I just love history.
Yeah.
I try my best to to preserve history as I can, but
Yeah.
it's not the professional things. Procedure. I just have to see the wrapping in the plastic. That's all.
Yeah.
Not like I have to in the keeping in the safe place like box. It's very hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, look, as long as it works, it works. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Who
So
cares? Who cares about how it's done? All that matters is that it works.
yes. So if you go to Jakarta, you will see how I keep my collection. You will see.
I'm
Oh,
excited, buddy.
Andy, you don't should do this for your collection. I think you said that.
I like it. I'm excited, buddy. I'm excited. I can't wait to get there. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and then I'll listen to Dewa all the way there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe I will bring you to the Ahmad Dhani house to see
yeah.
the restaurant.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. 100%. That sounds great.
Because it's very new. Maybe just a few months he opened
Yeah.
restaurant in his house.
Is it popular right now? Like a lot of people going?
I don't know, but I follow the Ahmad Dhani Instagram,
Yeah.
and almost every day he posts the visitor of his restaurant, because
Yeah.
everyone who wants to go to eat in his restaurant has have to reservation first.
Okay. So so it is popular. You need reservation. You can't just show up.
Maybe for Baladewa or Dewa fans, it's something that
Yeah.
uh, place that have to visit, right? Because
Yeah.
good story.
I like this idea. I like this idea. I need to go there. I need to see it. I want to learn how to be a baladewa.
Yes.
Like so far I like them, but I want to be the Dewa, you know.
Who knows? Danny will invite you to recording together.
Yeah, that's if Danny ever records with me, then he's less genius than I thought, because nobody wants to record with me.
He's a very genius.
You know,
I
like
met
he's
Danny first time. It is in the 2006. The first, yes,
yeah.
2006. The first time. It was in the like there's a event in the
Mm-hmm.
Balai Sidang or Jakarta Assembly Hall.
Yeah.
The event is for like like Islamic forum.
Okay.
Dewa is one of the artists that perform.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, and when the the I meet him when it's in the one day before the event.
Okay. So before they perform, before the meeting.
They practice before, and then I meet.
Yeah.
It was the uh, magical magic magic performance, and then I watched
Yeah.
him. He entered the room, and I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I just see that the first time."
Yeah. I mean, you since you met, is he a nice guy? Like, is he actually like friendly guy or?
Yeah, well, you know that some people say he's arrogant, yeah?
Yeah.
uh, but I think uh, he's a genius. So if he arrogant, it's okay for me, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
He's
mean,
really genius.
he's
It's
a
like
rock star, you know. Like
yes,
that's what they're supposed to do is be
yes,
you know.
it's like when you maybe someday you meet Bono. You know Bono, you too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
too.
Bono,
Yeah.
it's for some people, maybe Bono, it's like I don't know, maybe quite people, but for me, oh, it's okay. He's a Bono, right? He's a Bono.
Bono can do whatever he wants.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has right to do like that because he's a Bono, like that.
Yeah. That's the thing is Danny is that old school rock star who
Yes,
still is like, I don't care what people say. I'm gonna do whatever.
yes. Because we have to admit, all of his song is great, right?
Yeah.
We have to
100%.
admit that.
100%. You
That's
know,
why
I think that
there's a
Donnie and Andra are just geniuses.
yes,
Andra is a genius on the guitar. The stuff he plays is incredible. And Donnie, the way he composes and puts music together is incredible. The two of them together, whoa!
yes. Maybe we could be like that. You sing, I play guitar.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if I sing, there will be no fans. There will be no. Everybody's just gonna be like, let's get out of here. This is bad. This is terrible.
Don't worry, Jacob. I also cannot play guitar too.
Well, then it's gonna be a really bad band.
Maybe we just play, apa? Duet.
Yeah, duet. It's gonna be great.
Macarena.
Yeah, oh god.
I remember
Oh,
that song. It's still
yeah, that song.
they still exist. I don't know.
That song. Oh, that song made me crazy back then, and it still makes me crazy.
Uh, that's why, apa? Dewa. But you're very proud that Indonesia have a band like Dewa, right?
Yeah, I think that it's. I know that Indonesia has had great bands, over time, especially 1980s to through 1990s. There was a lot of really good bands that started. I just think for me, Dewa is just a little step above, you know, like the quality of the music, the change of the music, the way that their sound changed from the tape era to the digital era with recording. Like, to me, it's just a little bit next step up, you know. And their last album is not my favorite, and the first album, you know, they were still kind of learning or whatever, so it was not there. But everything in between is just top notch, and the other ones are not bad at all. It's just not quite the same level, you know. Like, the last one seemed more experimental. The first one, they were like just out of high school, but when they were like the fully formed band and going in between, no matter which changes there was with artists, you know, it doesn't. They were just top. They were just incredible.
Do you think someday Dewa will be back and release album again?
I don't know if it'll ever happen because, you know, I don't know the politics of the band, and I don't know whatever. But it would be nice to see them come back and do like maybe a final album, but use Ari Lasso and Oncha, you know, and see if they could get Donnie to write for both of them again, to see, you know, maybe a double album, yeah, and one CD of each, and just to see, you know, which style is works best in 2022, you know.
It's a nice idea, right? One
Yeah.
to CD, one set CDA for Ailasos,
Yeah.
CD for Onje.
Yeah, and I mean, Donnie, you know, when he would write for the singer, from what I understand. So he could still write songs for Ari Lasso. He could still write songs for Oncha. The artists could do their input, and you could just see, you know, the last album they did was what, 2006, 2005 or something. Well, almost 20 years later, how does that, the writing and the musically transition? How do they change it? How do they make it modern while still sounding like Dewa? Don't try to make it sound like computer dance house music, you know, but how would they make it work? And it would be very interesting, very, very great, I bet.
Dewa music is a Dewa music, right? It cannot.
Yeah.
It cannot.
Yeah,
be...
don't you know? Like, I see sometimes they do like the remixes or whatever, you know, and it's a little bit more updated, and that's all good. But the original is still, you know, the guitar with the keyboard, and its heart. Dewa is a performance band, you know. It's a, you don't need so much of the electronic dance music sound, you know, because it's Dewa. It's really cool.
And then, what is your favorite Dewa video clip?
You know, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen so many of the video clips. Like, I just know the songs more. I mean, I guess the Cukup City Nurbaya is a cool video clip with the lady walking around, you know. It's hard because, you know, as someone who really started watching and listening, you know, 5-10 years ago, like, a lot of the videos are older, so they look kind of funny, you know, because the bright colors and the tank tops and the, you know, like, it's you know, at that time it was probably really cool, but today it's you look at it and you're just kind of like,
It's part of the history. Yeah. It's a part of the history.
It's a different time, you know. Like, if you learned about a band from America in the 1990s, and then you watch the videos, you're like, wow, you know, that was America. Just, it's a different time.
Okay, Jacob, I want to know, as America, what is the most popular band in America right now?
I mean, I'm old, you know, like I'm in my 30s.
Because in you know that we always see the American music in the past few years is dominated with you know, hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop is definitely probably the biggest genre right now. You know, the traditional band is kind of taking a back seat right now. So a lot of the hip hop artists, you know, it's hard to say, you know, like, because I can't be certain, but I know like Beyonce is still really big, you know. I know that a lot of people like that, Billie Eilish or something, Kanye West is still really big. Even though he's got his issues or whatever, a lot of those people are the ones that are still in the news, you know.
if we back to the 80s and 90s, many pop musician, right? Like just like Lionel Richie, yeah,
Yeah.
like
No, I mean back then, like
it's
I think that's the crazy thing about it is that like there's so many bands and so many groups and so many artists that come and they go and they come and they go. Dewa hasn't made an album since 2005 or whatever, but they're still relevant. When they do shows, people still show up.
they
You know,
exist
it's
almost 30 years.
yeah, and to me that's incredible. Like that's to be able to make music that's still relevant, even if it's 15 years old and you still play it and people want to see it, like that's success.
Easy listening all time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's, and that music will be there for 40, 50 more years that people are listening to it. That's the beautiful thing.
Okay, maybe this is the last question. What is your hope for Dewa?
I mean,
Maybe you have message.
just keep going. I mean, you know, uh, it's nice to see the stuff that some of the people have done afterwards. Donnie with the Rock and Triad and stuff like that. Not necessarily my favorite stuff. Andra did Andra and the Backbone, some good music, but just always keep coming back together for the reunion shows for the fans. Like I know that means a lot to a lot of the fans, and don't get so caught up in everything else that you forget about Dewa, because Dewa, like I know from talking to people like my wife, like it means a lot to a lot of people, and they love that, you can see on YouTube or whatever, they're doing some kind of a reunion concert or whatever, or the reunion concerts they did, like the special events. I think people love that. And I just hope that they keep that up, and if even if they don't make new music, which I hope they do, but if they don't, at least give the fans something to see.
Okay. One thing that very interesting that you just you're not only listening the Dewa songs but also listening the music that related to Dewa. Like you say that you follow the Triad and
I
the
mean, I've listened to some of it, like the Rock album by Danny and the Triad. It's a little bit more heavy metal sound or whatever. I do like Andra and the Backbone, the Andra Ramadan band, like Sempurna, Hitam Kuz. Like those songs are really nice. Like that sound is really good, but it's not Dewa. It's even though it's really good. Like when you put Danny and Andra together, because they're the two that were there the whole time. Yeah. When you put those two, it's like a mind and a body, and it just makes it more special.
they cannot be separated, right?
I mean, even separated, they're still good, but when you put them together, oh, it's like a machine. It's a great thing.
Okay, Jacob. I think our topic is very interesting.
Yeah.
We're talking about Dewa. It's
Dewa.
different than our topic before that we always
Yeah.
talk about presidential story, right?
Yeah.
Indonesian
Very
politics.
different. Very different.
That's why we try uh, to to increase our knowledge
Yeah.
by our discussion like this, right?
I appreciate it. Like I say, I want to learn as much as I can. I'm just a man going through life. Why not know? Why not learn things?
Yes. That's why it's very interesting that we're discussing about Dewa tonight because Dewa is one of the greatest Indonesian band, and
Yeah.
they have a lot of greatest hits,
Yeah.
and the song is most of the Indonesian people also like the songs because we know that the man behind the song is Ahmad Dhani is also a genius person.
Yeah.
We have to admit that. Yes, it's a Dewa, right? Dewa
Yeah.
is a Dewa, and uh, they're the best, one of the
Yeah.
best.
100%. 100%.
Yes, and I'm really excited to know that there's a American like you who like the Indonesian band like Dewa. So
I'm happy to like them. I'm happy that they made the music that they did. You know.
because it's very rare, so it's very interesting facts. Then
Yeah.
hopefully when you come to Indonesia, you have a chance to visiting Ahmadani House, right?
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I hope so.
Yes. Who knows?
Yeah.
He watched this video and he invite you.
Ah, if he watches this video, all I have to say is yes.
Okay. Jacob, thank you for that for your time. Uh,
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
okay, I will stop the recording
All right.
and then
Boom.
boom and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
stop the
buddy.
recording first.
We'll find something interesting. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we not talk about the politics, but also anything that related to Indonesia, right?
Yeah, I'm all for it. If I know about it, I'll talk about it. If not, you just tell me and I go, oh,
Oh, maybe we talk about Washington DC. It's interesting, right?
yeah, we can do that. I'll talk about DC.
Yes, maybe the next time we talk about your city.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good. I can talk about my city.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Jacob, I stop recording and thank
All
you
right.